Intel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, guys? The Intellivision Gamer here, and welcome to episode 50. That's too shy of a year, even though 50 looks like a nice round number. I can't believe it's already been that many. It goes by really fast. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate all the support and everyone watching. This show, we are going to talk about and show you guys, and we're going to try to finally learn how to do polls. I believe I've got it figured out. We are going to go through all the 2024 complete in-box homebrew releases, none of the variants, none of the card only, just the complete in-box, all the games that came out, and we're going to show them all to you. We're going to have a little 4 at a time vote, and we're going to talk about them, and we're going to try to find, we're going to keep going until we find the favorite. You guys are going to vote on it. This is unofficial. It's just a way to have some fun and show them off. So what else are we going to talk about? We're going to have some news. We're going to have a mail call segment. Nothing big in this one. I do have some more stuff coming, though. A few big boxes. What do we got here? We got a Homebrew Highlight on, where does it go? Antarctic Tales Enhanced Edition, which is also one of the games we're going to talk about and show off for the homebrew in the year of 2024. But before we get started, guys, go ahead and give the show a like. I appreciate it. It'll send it out to more people. And if you're new here, welcome. We post Intellivision content every single week. So if you like Intellivision content, consider subbing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Discord under the same name, Intellivision Gamer. Let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat. There's a lot of you already. Pierre, welcome, Pierre. And guys, I'm not on mute this time. I made sure I did not brush that mute button on that little box in front of me. Benvril, welcome, welcome. Kurt Bradshaw, good to see you as always. Up and coming super collector, Kurt is. New games almost every week. David, what's going on? Santa was good to my family. Yes, sir. I hope everyone else had a great Christmas and get ready for that new year. I've been working a lot except for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're on triple time at work and it's hard to pass up. Code, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Michael. Where'd it go? There it is. I clicked it. I promise. Operation Shutdown. It's been a great year. I appreciate that. I do my best to bring the content. We've got a few new ideas in the pipeline as well to try to make the show a little better and get a little more people involved. The Hoff is here. TV's Hasselhoff. Tells the Gamer just dropping in. Wish everyone a happy new year. I can't stay tonight. Have a good show. The Intellivision Gamer later, everyone. Thanks for stopping in, Hoff. It's good to see you. EE Buckeye. What's going on, Brad? Luke. Glad you can make it. Guitar Rob, good to see you. Everyone's saying hi. All right, I think that's everyone. So I wanted to start off by showing you guys, I've been going live and playing different versions of Mr. Do, the upcoming homebrew. I've been showing you guys step by step, telling you what's new, trying to give you an idea of what games go through whenever they are being, programmed. So we started out, there was lots of things. They just keep getting fixed. The game keeps getting better. So I was given permission to show off the box, the overlay, the manual, and the card sticker. So we're going to start with that. I'm really excited for this game. I'm also doing a little bit of play testing. So let's go ahead and show you the box. Here we have, the print format. We have the front of the box on the left, the sides, the top, bottom, around it, and we have the back of the box on the right side. So pretty much looks like a standard Mr. Do box with an Intellivision 1 or 2 banner going across there. Okay, let's go ahead and show you the cart sticker. Mr. Do by Universal. Got him pushing the little apple. And next, the overlay. Fire Powerball. Got the guy standing there. 1983 Coleco Industries, Inc. About what I would expect from a Mr. Do overlay for the Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. So here we have the cover of the manual. Again, looks like it should. Page 2, we got to talk about all the characters in the game, the cast. We've got the game description here. We've got your standard hook it up to your TV page that most of the manuals have these days. Makes it look authentic. You've got your controllers, how to play. Here come the bad guys. Tells you a little bit about everything on the player screen and what's what. Talks about all the different bad guys and the treats and the different things. How to get your free man. How scoring works. The fun of discovery. And then we've got the back page. So the game is definitely getting there. It's definitely getting there. I'm excited to see this thing all the way through, the whole process, piece by piece, as it happens. Operation Shutdown says overlay looks good. Yeah, everything looks like it you would expect from a Mr. Do game. Yes, I like it. Little more reason to be that much more excited about this game coming out. It's a great arcade port. It's being worked on by some of the best. And it's like a lot of these games now, it is, there's a lot of people that come into play to make this happen. All right, so what else we got? We got the Intelliclub Pro 2023. A lot of us have picked those up. I grabbed several of them. There are a few left. And if you go to intellivisionrevolution.com and click on Homebrew Games, you're going to find a link. The store is closed, but that club is still there. There are a few more. For a regular price, you can get the entire package. I don't have that picture handy, but you get 3 games. You get a magazine. There's like sticker. There's other extras. I can't quite remember them all. It's been a while since I've seen it. But if you missed out or for some reason are just now finding out about it, definitely check the link in the description. Go check it out. Get them while you can, folks, because I can assure you, Rev has told me that whenever these last few bundles are gone, that is it. He wouldn't even let me buy any flat boxes. A lot of times on the homebrew games, I buy, some of the prototype stuff or extra boxes, manuals, overlays. I have a lot of them here behind me. This one here, he said, nobody's getting them. They're being destroyed. Once the final set is done, it's done. So do not miss out. If you want one, go grab it. I'm not exactly sure how many are left, but I can tell you there is not a lot of them. So if you're on the fence, you better just do it because you're going to regret it later, or you're going to pay a lot more once these things are not available. All right, so next up, we've got the Intellivision Invasion Facebook group weekly challenge. I really wanted to participate in this one, but I did not make it, sadly. And this week's game, I'm not familiar with enough to participate. So first off, I'm going to show you guys. And we got the news. I forgot it. Like always, too many screens. All right, so here we have intellivisionrevolution.com. And if you go to the website and you go to the store and then you click Homebrew Games, you're going to see this guy right here, Intelliclub Pro, 3 games exclusive, $170. Click on that, put it in your cart, and buy it. You won't regret it. All right, so now we've got the Intellivision Invasion Facebook group, Week 9 High Score Challenge. Kevin Schultz does a great job. He does all the work. Each week there's a new game, and the winner from the previous week picks the game. And he puts up the box, the manual, any pertinent information. He tells you, if you're supposed to play a certain way or a certain option. And this week was Space Armada. There were 9 people that played. Surprise, surprise. Rick Weidman, 241,270. Mike Weidman, I can't remember if that was I think that was his brother. 133,630 in second. Kirk, 100,670 in third. Gotti Slaw, 39,700 in fourth. Allen, 35,790 in fifth. DJF, 20,620 in sixth. Romaine, 18,630 in seventh. Peter Drew, I believe that's a newer name. If it's someone that's played before, it's been a while, I believe. 7980 in 8th, and Jose 2520. 9's still a pretty good number. We have seen a lot higher here lately. And this week until Sunday, it's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Treasure of Tarman. That's a game I barely know how to play. I need to learn a little bit more so I can do a gameplay video. And speaking of gameplay videos, I have a few recorded with the holidays. Man, I've tried to do this. I'm barely getting out this show. It's like there's so much to do with the holidays. And, I have younger kids and trying to get all that done. Now it's after Christmas and they're wanting to play with all their stuff. I'm building things, helping them get things set up, finding batteries, figuring out how they work. Plus, like I told you earlier, I'm working triple time, so I'm working a lot as well. So it just hasn't been much time to come up here and mess with this. We've been doing a lot of family events and things during the holidays. So definitely it'll be coming soon. All right, so I think that's all I have for the news. Got a quick mail call. Nothing too exciting here. Let me remove this. So mail call. Oh, I moved it. So I have the PyRTO 2s. I have several versions. The only difference of this one is the shell and the person who put it together. But it's one I have seen a lot, and I wanted to pick it up. So I have this version of the PyRTO 2. I don't even know if that one comes fully loaded or not. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to collect it. Here we have the next issue of Crash Magazine, which is for the Spectrum Next. I really like the Spectrum computer. And my buddy TJ, the whole reason I have it, TJ Ferreira, he has games out, and that's why I bought that. I have the N-Go, I have the Next, and I haven't played it in a while now, but it's due. So next up, no harsh comments, guys, please. I collect one of everything. I saw this go across on, I believe it was eBay, the Ultimate Intellivision Amico Guidebook Volume 1, and it says 10/10/2020 to 10/10/21 edition. This is a joke. So every single page, let me see if you guys can see that, just says placeholder page. So there is a back as well. I guess I should have looked at that to make sure I wasn't showing something inappropriate. So there you have it. Someone making fun of the Amico. Next up. So I've always wanted one of these. I don't collect them. I don't care about it. I just want it as a piece of history. Who knows how long they're going to stick around. This one isn't Intellivision, but I got a WATA. Is that how you say it, WATA? Armor Ambush for the M Network for the 2600. It went for pretty cheap. Whenever they have them up, let me go ahead and take it out of the bag and show you guys. This thing's a lot thicker than I thought. I've never seen one in person. Oh, I guess I saw them at PRGE, but I didn't pay attention to them. So here it's a 9.2. You can see they're fairly thick. I guess they have to be. They're quite a bit thicker than the game. I would like to get an Intellivision game like this, and then that's it. So when these come up from auction starting at 99 cents, and I got this really cheap, I'll watch them. And if it goes cheap enough, I'll grab it. I just want to have a few of them. This one ended up being cheap enough, so I grabbed it. Again, I don't really care about those, but I just wanted to have one. All right, let's catch up on chat here. Michael says, interesting choice for the manual. Clickly usually used a Bass Sans serif font like Arial for its headings. And that, guys, that one is not the final. I doubt they're going to change things like the font, but that one is the one that was sent out to proofread. I read a lot of the manuals. They get sent to me. I'm good at catching errors, not so much grammar errors, but I will catch all the oddball things, little typos, misspellings, things that a lot of people may not catch. Those are the things that I catch, and I like checking them out and doing that. So I enjoy it when I get one to proofread. Rick says, yes, my brother was visiting for Christmas. That was awesome. And the only person that beat him was you. Jesse, what's going on? Jesse has a recent video I was watching on the wireless controller on the 7800. I haven't tried mine yet, but I was watching that, and it's another thing. It's like I've shown a few of you, maybe Roger, uh, Sean, and a couple guys have seen this whole area over here. It's a pretty big room. I have bought so much stuff and had no time to come up here and even collect. I like right before this show, I was kind of moving everything out from last week and moving it that way. There's like, I don't know, 200 square feet of just stuff all over the floor, boxes, piles of games. I haven't even had time to go through the stuff. Speaking of Roger, family first, Casey, no problem. Yeah, I'm trying to get those. Like I said, I have some for the other channel quite a bit, little gameplay videos like I do for Intellivision. I have some for Intellivision. We're over 100 now. Once I get to that 125, they're done. And it'll be a resource for anyone that wants to check out a game. I'm looking forward to getting to that and just focusing on the homebrew games, trying to keep up and then slowly get to that backlog. It's like it takes a lot of time. They're not as intensive as like a lot of the videos that people make, but it still takes time. And the reason the 125 isn't done is because there's a lot of games in there that I really don't know enough about them to make a gameplay video. Like Tarman, it's like Tower of Doom. Oh boy, Microsurgeon, Vectron. There's several games like that I didn't have as a kid, haven't really played. I have tried them briefly now and then, and just not enough about them. So I'm not only do I have to have time to make the video and get it all out, I have to have time to learn how to play the game. So they are coming because I definitely want to get the 125 done, and we're getting really, really close. You're not too late. Check out the stream. Always appreciate whatever anyone can watch. I know we're all busy. I do a lot of stuff on replay. I save everything in my watch later that I don't want to forget about. It's easy to forget about videos. So if I see something I want to watch, most of it's Intellivision or some of my buddies, I will throw it, save as, put it in watch later, and then when I'm at work, I put all those on. It's a great way to catch up. I mean, not everyone can watch videos at work, but that does help out. Steven, what's going on? I'm a little bit behind here. Retro Robot, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a basic font. Again, I don't know that that's going to be changed or not. That is not the final version, but I'm assuming the font would be at this point. David says, hi, Jesse, received my system today, planning to hook it up New Year's Eve. Have you seen your video? Was it one where you got a video? Those videos, I would send him a console to have him mod it just to watch the video that he does. Top-notch service. It's amazing. What's up, Puzzler? Good to see you. Roger says you'll like Microsurgeon, Casey. It's fun once you know how. Yeah, I mean, I know zero about that one. I have heard some people like it. Hey, Finnegan. We know who that is. Speaking of that, he is starting a little earlier than normal. He didn't know that I was having a show, but DJC is having a year-end show starting at 6:45. So whether you get tired of me or you want to head on over there after this show, make sure to check out DJC's video. Jesse says, I'm currently finding all the ways to break Bernie Tower of Doom for the 7800 with the current RC build of the game. I don't even know anything about that one. All right, so mail call. Homebrew Highlight. So we do have the Homebrew Highlight is in everything else. And where are you? It just worked out. I had all the Homebrew Highlights planned out. So this week, and we're going to skip the gameplay right now for the mail call because we are going to play all these later. Antarctic Tales, wrong side here. This is an Intelliclub Pro 2023 game in that package. It was just recently released and sent out to us. There is the back of the box. Is it an enhanced version of Antarctic Tales? I know you're shocked. There is, let me get these in the right hands here. There is the cart. Here's the overlay. And here is the full color manual. Show you real quick here. All right, so like I said, we are going to get into that game here in a bit. So I'm not going to show it right now because it'll just be redundant. So that does it for the Homebrew Highlight. What else we got here? We got the Collector's Minute. So what I wanted to do this time, again, it's nothing big here. I wanted to show Intellivision Inc. games. And let me go ahead and bring up the website here. So I headed over to one of my favorite places for like 20 years, Intellivision Funhouse. I went there as long as I can remember. I'm a variant collector, and when I want to know something, that's where I go to check it out. And I just turned it off. All right, here we go. So Intellivision Inc. games, there are somewhere around 49. This could be old. Roger, do you know about the exact number? Because I am not sure. I know there's a lot of them. You'll see these games. They're like kind of like a thinner box. I'm going to show you a few when I go back to full screen. You got kind of like all the main library here. You can check all of these out at INTV Funhouse. If that's a place you've never been and you like Intellivision, I highly recommend checking out the website. Scroll through here real quick. Some of the missing items from his collection. All right, so Intellivision Inc. games, you'll see a lot of the licensing is gone. You'll see the name of the game big on the bottom. The boxes are a little thinner, I believe. A lot of times they tend to be a little crushed. They don't last as good as, you know, some of the others. But there are some really rare titles in Intellivision Inc. And I should have had. You can see the top and the bottom have the name. You'll know them if you have any. A lot of people, you know, if they have a game of the 125, it doesn't matter. I'm one of the ones that collects all the different versions. You know, someone might have Intellivision Inc. skiing and, you know, the Mattel, you know, gatefold of another game, and it's the Sears version of one of the games. And as long as you have it, it doesn't matter which version. I'm one of the nutballs that has to have all of them in all different forms that you can get them in. So here are a few of the sealed. I think I've got like 25, 30 sealed. The rarest one, and let me grab it here. I should have had it ready. So Super Series Big League Baseball. This one's probably around $1,000, but this is the rarest one, I'm pretty sure. Roger, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe I am because I think I have most of them. All right, let's go back and catch up. That looks terrific too. I agree. Casey has a backup just in case. Almost always. I do have a backup of Super Series too. I couldn't pass it up whenever I had the opportunity to get a second one, which was right after the first one. You know, they don't come around, and then boom, you get two of them. All right, so what else we got here? What else? We have the eBay watch stuff. There was some interesting stuff on eBay. I don't have that one up. I'll try to get to that next show. I wanted to try like another little segment. It'll take like 30 seconds to maybe a minute and a half. All the really cool stuff, stuff you might not see very often. I'm going to start saving it on my watch list, and I'll just show it off. Some stuff's really cool to see, and, you know, we'll see how that goes, see if you guys like that. I think we're down to why we're here, the 2024 Homebrew games. We're going to do a year in review. We're going to talk about the games. I am going to do a 4-at-a-time poll, and you guys, if you're so inclined, can vote for your favorite game in each one. and I will write down the winners, and then we'll pit up the winners against each other, and we'll just have a for fun, unofficial, for this stream, a favorite homebrew of the year. And again, this is not going to be for variants. It's not going to be for ROMs. It's not going to be for games that haven't been released or cart only. It's just going to be complete in box, new games that came out in 2024. So like opcode games, they are listed on the list that I have as 2024. Obviously, there's been a few delays. They're not out yet, so I'm not going to include those. I do have those ROMs, and I'm going to be doing an upcoming video as soon as I get some time showing those games off. For those of you that don't know, telling you where you can get them because they are still for sale. Opcode does top-notch packaging. I highly recommend, if you like Intellivision, to grab one or all three of those games. They do a lot of ColecoVision. They have other consoles they're working on as well now. And like I said, top-notch packaging. They want to put out a great product. So I can't say enough good about Ed and Opcode Games. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I haven't done, I can do, once I hit 500 subs and so many watch hours, I can do polls, but I never knew how to do it. So we're going to try it right now. And if it works, we'll keep going through it. So we've got something like 15 games here. I've got them all laid out. What we're going to do is we are going to show you the box, the manual, the cart, the overlay for 4 at a time. I'm going to play them just enough to quick show you what the game looks like. And then we're going to vote. You guys can vote while I'm playing the 4 games because I'll put them up. And then we're going to have a winner from each group of 4. And then the winners go against each other and we'll get down to 1. So I just thought it'd be a cool show at the end of the year to talk about and go over all the homebrew games that came out during the year. So I don't want to post. I got to figure out how we're going to do this. I wanted to have 4 at a time planned, and I just have them all out here, but I do not have them set up. So we're just going to grab. So no particular order. I'm not going like by the order that they came out and everything. We have Blah Blah Woof Woof, now also from Intellivision Collector, Space Bandits. This is, I can kind of play it. It's not one that I have figured out or have put any length of time in. There is Space Bandits manual. Here is the cart. And check out the overlay. Now I'm going to populate the poll here. Let's see if I can do this. Hit the little plus. Oh, I can start a Q&A. That could come in handy. Okay. Pick your favorite game. I have to retype these. And this is something I cannot do in advance. Maybe 1. What's going on, Oni? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so now I got to figure out the other ones. Don't want to pit up the same ones. Add option. Must contain 1 to 35. All right. We'll get Block 'em, Sock 'em in there. And 1 more. Beauty and the Beast Pro. All right, let's see if this works, guys. Do you see a poll? Because I don't think I can see it in StreamYard. So you don't have to vote yet. Let's go ahead and show you all the games. So we're going to show you Space Bandits. I've showed you all the parts of the box. Now let's go ahead and show you a quick version of the game. And then we'll show you all 4. Again, I'm not going to pretend that I know what I'm doing here, but it's enough you can see the game. I don't know if I'm supposed to hit these guys. All right, I got one. I think that's what you're supposed to do there. All right, good enough. All right, so that was, let me get it off here. Space Bandits. I can't see the poll here either. So next up, we're going to try a food fight. So this is Brian Puddin, released by Intellivision Revolution. It was first released at Korg's, I think it was. So here you have the food fight box. This one came later. I believe there was a ROM change right at the end. Here is the manual. Here is the cart. This looks to be a 3D printed cart. Here is the overlay. So let's go ahead and show you guys food fight. I don't know if it'd be better to show off all the games and then build the poll and then go through the next one. We'll see. It's showing up. I saw people voting. Yes. Good evening, Salvador. What's going on? Steven says, I want to thank everyone for this honor. I could not have done it without you, the little people. The little people. All right, so here we go with food fight. Let me know the volumes too, guys. These are all going to be different. I do have a way to bring the volume in. I don't have that set up yet. So this is a classic port food fight. I'm sure most everyone has played food fight on Atari. All right, short and sweet. There is food fight. Man, there's games everywhere. I've never had this many homebrew games out at once before, guys. All right, so now we've got Block'em Sock'em. This one I picked up this year at PRGE. This is also Brian Puddin, but it was published by John Hancock. Oh, the bottom of mine just fell out. Here we have the box. Here is the back. Let me fix this really quick here. I don't know if it's from when he signed it or what, but mine is out a little bit here. I need to glue it, and I forgot about it, and I just kind of pulled it out, and it fell out. So there's Block'em Sock'em. It's hard to tell. Maybe you can see it a little bit there. It's not just a standard label. And all of them are signed. This is number 30. It was random. I was one of the first ones over there. Trust me on that. Here is the manual. Here is the overlay. And this is a puzzle type game. We'll show it to you right here. My water here. Brian's Man Cave. So what you do here is you want to get rid of all the colors. I believe you have so many moves. And when it hits another color, it changes the color. So now it's yellow. That's going to go green. Obviously, like a lot of games, it starts out easy and then it's going to get harder. No, boy. All right, so there is Block'em Sock'em. So we got one more in this group of 4. Trying to remember to hit all these screens right and not send you flashy screens from things going off and on. There goes that card again. All right. So what was that last one? Now I even have another window because you cannot do the poll in anything but YouTube's own thing. So next we have Beauty and the Beast Pro, which is a lot of subtle changes for the most part, but I really like this game as well. This was David Harley, Intellivision Revolution, Beauty and the Beast Pro. There is the back. Here is the cart. We have the manual and the overlay. So this is taking what David does is he takes a game that we already know and love, and he does all these little changes. And most of the time they are fabulous. Let me switch it on over here. Catch up with chat here in a minute, guys. There's 3 different windows now that I have to look at to do all this. All right, so here is Beauty and the Beast Pro. What I want to do on this is I want to get that heart right away and then start climbing. I am by no means a pro, but that is what I find to be the best way. I missed it there. All right, we all know this one. There is Beauty and the Beast Pro. All right, let's check the poll. If you have not voted yet, get that in right now. What did I do with the game? There we go. Let's go check it out. All right, so right now we've got Space Bandits 27%, Beauty and the Beast Pro 27%, Block'em Sock'em 9%, and Food Fight 36%. We're going to give that a quick second more. That's 11 votes. There are a lot more of you that in here. 22 people in here. Go ahead and give it a vote. You've seen all 4 now, or if you're just picking your favorite, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do. It's all good. Give it a quick second. Now we got 13 votes. We've got Beauty and the Beast Pro kind of creeping up there a little bit now in second. Now we've got a tie. Food Fight and Beauty and the Beast Pro. We've got 14 votes. I need someone to break that tie. Block'em Sock'em getting another vote there. 15 votes. Get those alt accounts out. I used to do that a lot. All right, 16 votes. Going to give it a few more seconds. We've now got a new leader, Beauty and the Beast Pro. I wish you could just set a timer like, hey, put this poll up for 5 minutes or whatever it is. Block'em Sock'em is a good game. I like all these games. Space Bandits, I just don't know what I'm doing with that. Games are never as fun when you have no clue what to do. Let me catch up on chat while we give it a second here. It's weird, too, because this version of YouTube Studio, I'm watching a little delayed. That might be what you guys see. I don't know. That's pretty far delayed. But, yes, cool shirt, Rev. Cool shirt, indeed. I figured if I'm going to do a homebrew year in review and talk about all the games, I believe you had the most. You are the hostess with the mostest. So I had a plan to wear the Intellivision Revolution shirt today. All right, let's go end that poll and see who the winner is. All right, we got Block'em Sock'em. Going to take it with 38%, Food Fight 27, Space Bandit 16, and Block'em Sock'em with 16. All right, as I said later, all these winners are going to make it to round 2, and I'm going to have to keep track of all this stuff. And I don't want to smash my games either. I'm going to have fun putting all these away. That is for darn sure. All right, let's go ahead and show you. Let's try the other way. Let's show you 4 games, and then we'll talk about them. So Blockham's Beauty and the Beast moves on. So now I've got 4 more here. Let's go ahead and pull out Antarctic Tales Enhanced Edition. There's the back of the box. So let me know in the comments, guys, how many games have you picked up this year for your collection? There's not many people that buy them all. I understand that, but I'm curious, you know, what you guys chose worthy to grab this year. There is the manual. Again, we just showed this, I know. Antarctic Tales. Some people might have come in late, and since we're doing the voting, I want to show them all. So let's give you a quick little look-see of the game. Nice Intellivision Revolution splash screen there. I'm really looking forward to getting, this one's kind of low volume. I'm having to turn it up way loud. I'm really looking forward to having sounds coming through the computer and not through the mic. That's been something that's been causing issues for me for quite a while. I just didn't know how to fix it. Now I have got the video saved and I know how to fix it. So this one here, I can push up to go faster, down to slow down, side button to jump. You got to get to the end. I should be collecting those little flags. Whenever you hit something, you stumble. So it's kind of like a time game. Got to make it through. Hit that one there. So you got your timer on the left, your distance in the middle. And that was the first one. And there's a lot more that comes into play here. You know, there's guys that pop up. There's different things to collect. I got pretty far in it on the Christmas special. It's one of the games I played on that show last week. All right, here. I don't want to flash you guys. So there is game 1. What are we going to pit it up against? Here is the second one. We're going to bring out Load Runner. This is a blah blah woof woof game / Intellivision collector. There is the back of the box. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Load Runner. Here is the manual. Here is the cart. Nice graphic on the cart. Here is the overlay. So let's go ahead and show you guys this one. Blah, blah, woof, woof. Let me catch up on chat before. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Not yet. All right, we'll stick up the poll as soon as we show the games, and then we'll let it go. We'll see which way we like better. I kind of like it the way I did the first one, but it's the first time I've had polls, so we have to try different ways, figure out what we like. Hey, Jay's got the #1 spot. Jay is Jay Howlett, blah, blah, woof, woof. All right. So I'm just going to give you a quick couple seconds here to show you the game. Got to go collect them all. I wasn't familiar with this one. I can't remember if I go across that or not. Okay, good. Oop. And I'm dead. So there is Load Runner. I'm sure a lot of you are more familiar with it than I am. I did play it a bit when it first came out. All right, what is next? It's kind of hard. There's so many games from Intellivision Revolution. I don't want to pit them all against each other here, but there is a lot of them. All right. We'll go ahead and do another Napoleonic Wars. This is Brian Puddin. Let me go ahead and switch that. Sorry for the blue screen, guys. There's a lot of clicking going on to do this back and forth. Napoleonic Wars, Brian Puddin. Here is the cart. Here is the manual. For those of you just coming in, wondering what we're doing, we are going through all the homebrews for 2024. We're voting on them in groups of 4, and then the winners are going to go against each other, and we are going to find the favorite for today, the Homebrew 4 2024. Manual. I just lost track if I showed you guys. Sorry if I did. I don't think I showed you that one. So this is Stratego pretty much. I think it was a great job done to bring that game to the Intellivision. I can remember playing Stratego long ago, but man, it takes a little bit to get set up and get going. It's not one of those games you just dive in and go. And I'm just going to show it to you here for a little bit. Homebrew Inc. There's Brian's splash screen. It's my favorite one he's done. Go ahead and skip that. Choose your side. Britain or France. Deploy your army. I want you guys, and I'm not doing what I should be doing. I just want to get to a screen where I can show you guys. This might take a bit here. This is, like I said, this is a game. I had Brian and Mike of Mike's Gaming Gala on, and they were kind of showing me what to do, talking about the game, and overlay. I might not be able to, this is going to take a while. I think you have to get them all situated. All right. You kind of can't see anything if you don't do this, so. Uh-oh. I don't know which one these are. There we go. Bombs. Catch up with you guys here in a second. Oop, not that high. All right, so now that I've put that there, you've got these different intermittent screens. It's not just the simple game. There was a lot added to it. What is my order? I want to see one screen. There we go. Captain and Lieutenant. You got the battle screen. All right. That's enough. So there you have Napoleonic Wars. That is game 3. It's not, we're going to have to. So let's go ahead and do Atari Age, Akalabeth, World of Doom. There is the back. I know nothing of this port. So there we had a cool poster. Here we have the manual. It did only come with one overlay, which was weird for Intellivision, but they figured it's one player. I guess that's why they did it. The card is really heavy, the board they used. There is the cart. Let's go ahead and show it to you really quickly. Maybe. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Whew. I hit reset and it finally went through. Colobeth World of Doom by Lord British, port by Nano Chess. So you got the classic. You can pick 1. You can pick 2 for color. What's going on, Harvey? Lode Runner was my favorite game for the Atari 800 XL. Yes, it was a glitch. Yes, sir. Napoleonic Wars was Brian. He sells copies as well, and he will sign it for you. All right, level play. Enter. Which item shall you buy? And I don't have. Oh, there's the overlay. 7 food. And again, this is one I'm not familiar with. I have starved. Let's see if I can get one screen in here. Look at Miracle. Well, that's going to have to do because Tom Jenkins, what's going on? Good to see you. I have no clue what I'm doing with this one. I'm sure most of you already know it. So that is a Colobeth. It was well done. I just can't show you much on it because I don't know how to play it. What am I doing? I don't need to pull all this back. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up that poll. Then I'll start showing you guys the next 4, and then whatever way we liked better, we'll go ahead and do it the rest. All right, so let's go ahead and get that poll up. New poll, start poll. Pick your favorite game. Can't type all of a sudden. All right, so we have Antarctic Tales Enhanced Edition. We have Lode Runner. We have Napoleonic Wars and Colobeth. All right, you guys should have that. You just saw all 4 of the games. Go ahead and quickly as possible throw in your votes for your favorite of these 4. And once again, the winners of each of these are going to go against each other. If anyone wants to see them again, I will show them off again whenever we do the winners. Did I miss anything here? Puzzler says, oop, wrong window for that. Puzzler says, just wondering when it said wait, was it really processing something or simulating the original? I believe it was simulating. I didn't have any wait. Like I said, I am not familiar with this game, the original version. I haven't really got into this game and figured out what I'm doing yet. I think I figured it out long enough to make a few screens pop up, and I forgot what I did. But I'm sure I know a lot of guys are familiar with that game. So let's keep an eye on the poll, and we'll figure out the next 4 games, what we've got. I'll grab those while we're giving you guys a minute. There are a lot of Intellivision Revolution games here. So we're pretty much getting down to mostly Intellivision Revolution games at this point already. So we're going to do one from the Intelliclub. We'll find 4 here. That one. Too much stuff. I don't want to roll on one of these boxes either. Too much. What's going on, Marbs man? Good to see you. Intellivision Sunday. That is your man right here. He also is a huge Xbox guy. If you love Xbox, you will love his channel. I get all my Xbox news from Marbsman, and I get all my Switch news from Jeff at Go Game Go. Let's check out the poll. Oop, I want to do that. So right now we've got a big leader. We've got 15 votes in. It's Load Runner 40%, Akalabeth 33%, Napoleonic Wars 20%, Antarctic Tales Enhanced Edition 7%. All right, so we're going to give that a minute. We're going to show off the next 4 games, and then we will have another vote. All right, I believe I've got it set here. Oh, here we go. Got a few heavy hitters. Don't want to pit them all against each other at once. All right, keep voting in that one. Keep voting in that one. We're going to show off the next 4, and then we'll end the poll once we're done showing off the 4 and bring it up that way. All right, so next up, we've got Super Pixel Bros. This is a blocky adventure that is obviously after a certain game most of us know and love. Here is the cart. Ah, yes, Retro Marbs needs new subs. I can post about it. I know you weren't quite ready for that yet, and I was waiting until you were ready to start talking about it. Give me a link, and I will put it on Facebook and all the different groups that Intellivision guys are on, and we'll see if we can get some guys headed over that way for you. It's in the year-end video also? Okay. Yeah, I did watch that. So here we've got Super Pixel Bros manual and the overlay. So let's give you guys a look at the game. I do like this game. Not everyone likes the blocky part of it, but I think it's something different and unique. I think I need the other controller. You can pick different characters, you shoot. You almost have to get a little bit here just to see. So I'm going through the levels, timing things. It gets a lot more complicated after this. There are bosses, and it takes a little bit to figure out what you need to do. The biggest thing that I didn't read the manual was if your firepower gets stuck like it is right here, you push clear and you go through. So here we have level 2. So that's all we're going to show you. Again, these are just quick little looks into the game. So there we have Super Pixel Bros. Next up, Donkey Kong 3. Here is the back of the box. Some of these games I can't remember if I'm supposed to talk about who did them or not, and this is definitely one of them. I know he's talked about it, so I don't see any point of not, but here is the overlay. Let's show you the game. Not like most of us haven't probably played Donkey Kong 3, but there's that Intellivision Revolution splash screen. I can't skip that one. Brian's Man Cave. We'll check in on the poll after we show this game off. Give me that firepower up there. So my sister and I had this on our NES, and I was always a fan. I love Donkey Kong games. So there are different screens. You have the regular screens from the game. Brian also made his own screens. My favorite being the conveyor belt. Every level, the conveyor belts go in a different way. I really like that one. Let's go ahead and check the... We've still got Load Runner, 17 votes. Load Runner out front, 41%. The Colabeth in second with 29%. Napoleonic Wars, 18%. Antarctic Tales, 12%. We'll show these last two, and then we'll end that poll. All right, so next up, we've got a great package. Yes, that's right, Rev. I said package. Voice Anthology. So this has a bunch of games in one package, all the overlays included. Here is the cart. Let me show it to you a little better there. Here is the very thick manual. And, of course, it came with mini overlays that you need for the different games. I need to see if you guys talk to me about what games you picked up. I don't think I noticed anyone. No one's talking about. Yeah, Benville. Mario's a blockhead. That's funny you say that, because there's a guy at work that his head's pretty square, and that's his nickname that he goes by. They call him Blockhead, and that's what he goes by. The blockiness is what makes it special. I mean, you get to a boss, and you have to figure out how to defeat it. The first one, I think it's 1-4. You have to jump on it, and when you jump on the guy, it bounces you up, and he moves, and you have to maneuver and land on his head again. So it was definitely interesting. Donkey Kong is always hard to beat. Yes. Yes, nice label on the voice cart. A lot of these games are top-notch. A lot of the guys that do these do so many of the games. Like Steve Jones makes a lot of the boxes. There are other people that do them. And then you've got different guys that do like the manuals for the most part, guys that do overlays. They get really good at it. They get really good at it. Like a Wonka golden ticket. That was super cool. I love anything Donkey Kong. Yes, yes. Harvey says the gold is nice. All right, so as you can see, you've got 7 games. You've got B-17 Bomber. You've got Bomb Squad, Magic Carousel, which was a previously unreleased original game, and it did make it out as a homebrew. I have it here behind me. Solar Sailor, Space Shuttle, which was kind of like, I don't know if it was just an early version or a tech demo. I remember seeing screenshots. It's actually playable. I don't know to what degree. Space Spartans, and then Tag Along Todd. I remember playing that one way back. This is an enhanced version of Tag Along Todd. So some of these are small games. Then you've got the voice games. I'm not going to sit here and play them all. Most of you guys know what a lot of these are. I'm going to play my favorite game, and the one I had as a kid, B-17 Bomber. This one's B-17 Bomber Flying Fortress. This, he takes it, and instead of like a full-on sim, he makes it more of an action game, which I really like. And if you got levels there, let's see, get to the screen. I don't have the overlay up. There it is. Climb up. Again, most of these, there's nothing new really to see. They're just great enhancements and modifications via David Harley. And again, if you like the voice games, this is a great package to pick up. There we go. Fighters, 12 o'clock. All right, so there we have Voice Anthology. One more. This was an Intelliclub 2020 Pro 2023 game. It just was released, though. I count it when they come out, not when you pre-order. Time Pilot. I know you guys have seen me playing it. I've been playing it off and on for about a year, a little over now. There is the manual. Here is the cart. And let's check out that overlay. All right, now let's show you. After this one, we'll check in on the poll and end that one. Intellivision Revolution. We've seen a lot of that today, a lot of that. I don't believe there's anyone that puts out more homebrew games than Rev. Press the disc. So I can tell you, if anyone's wondering, the disc is perfect. Oh, get off me. For this game. It just flows so smooth. It was very well done for the controls. So for those of you not familiar, you travel through different time zones, different enemies. I have to get 43. I'm not going to sit here that long, but then you would jump to a different time zone. There's little boss guys at the end that you have to grab. Great shooter. All right, so there's Time Pilot. And we got the next 4 talked about and shown. Let's go ahead and check that poll. Where did it go? All right, there's going to be a clear winner. We've got 21 votes. Do I have a comment up? Yes, I do. Love it when I do that. Check in here. Puzzler says, yeah, I like the arcade style too, even with sports games. I like it. Benvril says, a waste of ammo. Benvril, time for Time Pilot. Puzzler saying Time Pilot. Movie clips, triple action biplanes is great, but I think it's only 2-player. I believe it is. I have that one. I'm not good at it. I can play it, but anyone that knows how to play that will annihilate me. Perfect. Smooth control. It really is. It really is. All right, let's go ahead and check that poll. We're going to end it. So there you have it. Load Runner, 47%, almost half the votes. So let's go ahead and move Load Runner. Let me get these games behind me, guys. Sorry, I do not have a good way to do this. I don't have enough shelf space back here. So now we've got Load Runner against Super Pro Beauty and the Beast. We need to put up, we're going to build the next one here. We've got the 4 games. You've already seen them. You can vote why we show you the next 4. So we're going to start a poll. Pick your favorite. Oop. So we had Super Pixel Bros, Donkey Kong 3, Voice Anthology, and Time Pilot. All right, new poll should be there, guys. Go ahead and get in your votes for the last 4 that we just watched, and we'll show you the next 4. All right, so those are set aside. We've got 5 games, I think, left, unfortunately. I guess we're going to go ahead and we're going to give one a buy round. That will make it a lot easier. I don't want to split it up in 2 and 3. All right, guys, go ahead. The poll is up. Poll is up. Let's go ahead and check out the next 4. So this one, the only game that completely and quickly sold out at PRGE, Pac-Man Anthology. There is the back of the box. This is a similar package like Voice Anthology where you get a lot of games in one. There is the manual. Here is the cart. And there are a lot of overlays for the different Pac-Man games that are included. Let's go ahead and show it to you guys for those of you that haven't seen it. Yes, Pac-Man. So we've got Pac-Man, Pac-Man DX, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Line, Miss Paku Paku, and Junior Pac-Line. We've all seen Pac-Man. I'm going to go ahead just a few seconds and show you each one here. Come on. There we go. This is the original version. We've all seen it. Can I skip it? Please. There we go. So we've got Pac-Man DX, which is really, really close to the same. I believe there was a few changes, one in scoring, a bug may be fixed, but it's mostly the same for part 2. I'm not going to show you that one. We've got Miss Pac-Man, 1 or 2 players. You've got options. This was a very good homebrew that's very expensive and very hard to get, and it is included in this package. You have a lot of settings here. I think this one has the speed up. I like playing with that. So here you have Miss Pac-Man. Pac-Line. You've seen a lot of these type of games on all different consoles here. I am a fan of these as well. So it starts off really slow and it just keeps getting faster. Play this one just a tad longer since some of you may not be familiar with these games. All right, let's move on to the next one. These are quick and easy, that's why I'm showing a little bit more of them. Miss Paku Paku, that is from Brian Puddin. There's a splash screen. So this one is a little interesting. You can pick single or multi-line. So you got the single. Oh boy. I knew that was going to happen. So we should get it here, and you're going to see it drop to 2. You've got bonus. When you spell out bonus, the last one is like a power pellet, and I believe it's, you get, score as well. So now you can see it opened up to 3 lines. You kind of get the idea there. Then we have Junior Pac-Line. So this one, you just avoid the ghosts. Pellets are worth a certain amount of points. Cherries are more. And you just go and get the highest score you can get. Very simple. So there you go. Pac-Man Anthology, game 1 of the next 4. What we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and give Pac-Man Anthology a free ride to next round. We're going to do these other 4. That is one way to do it, I guess. Here, let's go ahead and check in on the poll and see what we've got. So right now, Time Pilot, 55%, 11 votes. Get your vote in, guys. We already saw all 4 of these games. Time Pilot, 55%. We've got Super Pixel Bros, 27%. Donkey Kong 3, 18%. Voice Anthology 0. Wow, I didn't expect that. All right, so right now, Time Pilot with a big lead. Get those votes in, guys. Okay, so next up, we're going to have Eggerland Mystery. For those of you that know, and I didn't know, it's Lolo on NES. Maybe it's on other consoles as well. And some of the recent shows I went to, I do have Lolo and Lolo 2. I haven't played them on NES, but I did pick them up just because I want to play them and see the difference. There is the manual. Here is the cart. This is a recycled cart. Here is the overlay. This is a puzzle game, for those of you that are not familiar. I won't show you the blue screen this time. Intellivision Revolution. Yes, Pac-Man Anthology 2. Junior Pac-Man. Junior Pac-Man is highly rumored to be in that package. Benville, hopefully the sequel has pinball like the arcade. Isn't it? Print. Yes, yay. All right, so this one is a puzzle game. You are the little blue guy. You have to collect all of those, push blocks around, and get to the exit. So there we push a block. First one is really easy. It does not take too long, and you have to use your brain. I don't know what I did there. What the heck did that happen? I can't skip this one. Rev says you never know what will be in Pack 2. Well, you did have me tell everyone Junior Pac-Man, so we're really hoping for that one. I think I shot one of these off too early, is what I think I did. There we go. So the door's not open yet. First level doesn't take long. We'll show you one level. Now that I've collected them, you see the door open up. And on to round 2. Like a lot of these type of games, it starts off really simple and just keeps getting harder. So that is Eggerland Mystery. Set that one aside. So now we've got Buck Rogers, Blah Blah Wolf Wolf game / Intellivision Collector. There's the front of the box. This is a game that is different. I really like it. It's kind of like a cross between Star Strike and you know, another game that just eluded me. I had it in my head. Now I can't even think of it. Here is the nice color manual. The cart. This is a, I don't know if it's injected molded cart. I think so. If I'm using the right term there. There is the overlay. Let's go ahead and show you Buck Rogers. Trying to get through these because we got another round to go. We got to find our favorite homebrew game of 2024. Uh-oh. Missed that one. Got the bomb there. Got both of them that time. I want to show you the other screen. Let's see if I can get to it within a timely manner. Hit that bomb that time. So now we got Sector 2. Oh, and I died very quickly. Ended up getting them both here. There's another screen where you're moving side to side and going through those pylons. I don't really know what they're called. So there is Buck Rogers, Planet of Zoom. All right, next up, Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. This is a beautiful gatefold box. We've seen a few of these now with the artwork inside. I love seeing the artwork when you open it up. Here we have the manual, the cart, the overlay. Most of us have played Ghostbusters, and there are several versions of this game out for Intellivision. And there was also a sticker that came with this one. Campaign supporter. I think I bought 6 of these. Something like that. Some of the guys are reselling them. I'm just a hoarder. All right, let's check it out. Oop, don't want to flash you guys here. Again, this one's going to take just a short time to get to the gameplay screen, just in case anyone's not familiar with it. And I don't have, you know what I forgot is I don't have the IntelliVoice voice anthology. This one does it as well. Can't believe I forgot about that. Let's hope this works. One of these had a hum to it. I feel like hearing Mike talk. Let's check in on that poll really quick first. It's evening up a little bit, 16 votes. We got 38% Time Pilot. We've got 25% and 25% for Donkey Kong 3 and Super Pixel Bros. Voice Anthology now with some votes at 12%. Rev says, oop, can't throw them up on this screen. Rev says, of course, Pac-Man Jr. Benville says, glad they're not shaped like fried eggs. Fabulous artwork. NES version sucks. I haven't played it, but I did buy that one, and at the last show, Sat Gamers Expo, I think I bought part 2. Yes, really nice package. That's what she said. That's what I was thinking. I knew someone would say it. All right, let's check out that game here. Professional paranormal investigation. Oh. We're just going to do C. No. Bank will advance you $10,000. All right, so we're going to get the 63 hearse. We're going to load it up. Choices 1, 2, 3. We need ghost bait, trap. What else we got here? Portable entertainment system. I think that's all. Just want to get to the screen. Hey, the IntelliVoice gives me a spot to put the box and everything. That works out. I thought it should have said something by now. See if I can remember how to do this. Oh, what did I do? think this IntelliVoice might be wonky. It should be talking right now. Nice extra screens you've got here. It should be talking, guys. I have not used, actually, now that I think about it, I have not used an IntelliVoice with this Super Pro console. No energy. All right. There you have Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition with no IntelliVoice being shown. Let me take that out. I need to check that. All right, final game of this group of four, another Intellivision Revolution. This was another Intelliclub Pro game. We've got Grail of the Gods. There is the back of the box. Here is the cart. Full color manual. And one of the overlays with a cool graphic on it. Again, guys, as I stated earlier, this game, this package still is for sale on IntellivisionRevolution.com. You'll find that link in the description, or you can go to IntellivisionRevolution.com, click on store, and then Homebrew Games, and you will see that should be the only one there. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. When they're gone, they're gone. Yeah, it should, because I've tried it on the other ones. I don't know why that, it could be that unit. That was the one that was down there in front of me, and I didn't hear anything come out. I heard a little static, and usually the one I have right here is the one I'm using. So now's not the time for me to figure out what's going on. Although I should have had that sorted out before I show off the games that use it. All right, so Grail of the Gods, let's check it out. Intellivision Revolution splash logo. Splash screen. Okay, we're almost done. Let's check that. We still got Time Pilot, 41%, 17 votes. Last chance, get in your vote. Get in on that poll. After we show off this one, we will end it and move on to the next one. So you've got all the different items shown there. Dungeon 1. Just go around exploring, collecting things. You fight. There's the fight screen. You have hit points. That's a strong little snake. Woo! Here we go again. Rats are pretty easy. Oh, there we've got something. Some goodies. Found 5 gold. So at least try to get through one of these. It's pretty quick. Some of these games takes a little bit longer to see enough. Dead end. This way, we're almost done here. We got a mage. I killed the nymph. Took damage from a trap. 5 gold. And this is where you get out. Go to Dungeon 2. And there you would start the next level. And there you have it, Grail of Gods. 4th game for the next one. Let's go ahead and end that poll. Again, Pac-Man Anthologies, automatic, going to the next round. All right. Vote, 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 says Puzzler. All right, here we go. Time Pilot going to take this one. 41%, Super Pixel Bros, 23%, tie with Donkey Kong 3, 23%, Voice Anthology getting a little love there towards the end. All right, so we've got Time Pilot moving on over. Oh, there's so many stacks, do not fall. Let me go ahead and grab these 3, get them behind me here. Oh, this is going to be so fun putting all these away later, which will probably be next week before I go. All right, so let's go ahead and get in. I think I like it better as I put up the poll as I'm playing them, but I kind of didn't want people to vote before they seen them all. But now we're going to throw up 4 and nothing else to show. I don't want to cheat those games either. So let me go ahead and start this poll. Vote for your favorite. Oop. Can't type tonight. Too many typos. So we've got Buck Rogers. We've got Agerland Mystery, which is Lolo on NES. We've got Ghostbusters. Make sure I get this right. Ultimate Edition. And then we've got Grail of the Gods. All right, poll should be live. Go ahead and get your vote in. We'll give it a few minutes and I'll set up while we're going the next one. Let's see how many games we've got here and we'll get it knocked down a little bit more in round 2 here. So we're going to have 5. Oh boy. We're going to have 5 here. Not a good number when you can only do 4 max. Yes, I need Vanna White. Vanna White. So let's watch that poll. We've got Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, 62% early on with just 8 votes. We've got Grail of the Gods, 25%. Agerland Mystery with 12. Buck Rogers, no love yet. That is a good game, but it's up against some stiff competition, I can tell you that. So I'll take a minute while we're letting you guys vote. So next week, first show of the new year, we're going to do a horse racing live. The following one will be the 13th. We are going to bring back the Will Spin show. We're going to have DJC. We're going to have Cyrus and PJ Smith. We are going to continue what we've been doing about once a month. And we are going to chat with you guys. We're going to let the wheel land on a game, then we all play it. Little friendly competition. It's fun having those guys on, and I get to actually just play some games. What else we got going on? Like I told you earlier, if you guys weren't here, the gameplay videos, those are coming back real soon. With the holidays, I've been really busy. I've got several recorded. I haven't even had time to go through and set them up to go live. That kind of gives you an idea of how busy I've been. I've been working every day up to about 10 hours a day. Then I come home and have dinner and spend some time with my family. My kids are still fairly young, kind of doing that. So very soon we'll have those up again. What else I got going on? We're kind of working on I'm trying to bring in, the first time I've talked about it, different people, to do some different components for the show. I want to involve more people, not just myself. Like we have someone maybe talk about variants. We can have someone do a review. We can have someone, talk about a new product. And these won't be every show. It'll be like different people that when they have something to record and have time, they can, we'll have them on the show or do a recording of it. I want to try to involve more people. I want to do more fun stuff involving people in chat, like having little short clips being sent in about your favorite Intellivision memory as a kid, or, hey, my collection, I like to collect this or that. Just lots of little stuff. I want to get more involvement from people and different YouTubers. I've got my buddy Sean, who's very slowly, I might add, Sean, if you're watching, getting his area so he can come on and be a guest host from time to time. He's been my collecting buddy and friend for well over 20 years, real early 2000s. We started out as eBay enemies because we would cost each other a ton of money. That was way back when you could see who was bidding, and we kind of came with an agreement. We started chatting all the time. Whoever saw it first put a bid, the other one would stay away. We were both crazy bidders and watched it constantly, and then we just kind of became friends. We've talked, for well over 20 years. A few years ago, I met him in person. My family took a trip, and then he's been at PRGE as well. See him every year there. Okay, let's check on that poll. Still sitting at 11 votes. Any more love for this round? We got 17 people in, so that is most of them. We got Ghostbusters moving up 67%. I don't think anyone can catch up with the people that are left. We'll give it another second. If you haven't voted, pop it up. We've got Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, 67%. We've got Grail of the Gods, 25%. Agerland Mystery, 8%. Buck Rogers, no love. No love for Buck Rogers. Hi, Marcy. Sorry, Steven, I just saw that. Hope you're having a good night, Marcy. Yeah, stiff fingers competition. Puzzler says, I had a habit of sniping auctions on eBay. Yeah, I did that every single time. I don't bid till like 2 seconds. Then there was also when you really got serious or when you couldn't be there at the end. I can't remember. There were programs you could get that you could set it all up and it would snipe for you literally the last second. Different sniping programs. I use those as well, but they did charge you a percentage. I only use that when it was a really, really important auction or if I couldn't be there. In the early days, it wasn't as easy as it is now. Yep, Buck's having a lonely night. It is a fun game, but like we talked about, that's some stiff competition it's going up against. All right, let's go ahead and end that auction. I don't think it's going to matter anyway. We got Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, 67%. Going to be the winner for that round. So I don't think I have to move them all. So we've got 5 games. I wish it was 4 or less. I don't know how you guys think we should do this. We've got Beauty and the Beast Pro, Load Runner, Time Pilot, Pac-Man Anthology, and Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. I can only do 4. I don't know if we should do 2 and 3 and then pit up the last 2 against each other. If we should just call it and say these guys are the 5 favorites. I kind of want to get to 1. Let's go ahead. We've got 3 from Rev, and we've got 1 Intellivision Collector / Blah Blah Woof Woof. And then we've got 1 that we can't talk about. What should we do? What should we do? Let's break up 2 of... All right, so we're going to do Ghostbusters Ultimate, Time Pilot, and Beauty and the Beast Pro. Then we'll do Load Runner and Pac-Man Anthology, maybe. Hopefully that doesn't upset anyone. So we've got the Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. Let me get these off over here. I don't want to mess this up. Beauty and the Beast Pro. That was our first winner, I believe. And Time Pilot. Let me get that in here real quick and we'll get it started. I'm so happy that I can do polls now because I can do a lot of different things with polls. Pick your favorite. We've got Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. We've got Beauty and the Beast Pro. I guess I could have did these 2 at a time. That would have just taken a little bit longer. Time Pilot. Oops. All right, guys. New poll should be live. We're 3 on this one. We'll get 2 on the next one, and then we'll pit the 2 winners. I guess we could do 3. We could take the top 2 from this one, since there is an extra one, and then take 1 of the next 2, and then pit 3 against each other at the end. That way we have a podium finish. Yeah, it's getting tougher every time. Tougher every time. Oop, just saw this. But what we'll take 2 from these 3. We'll take the top 2. We'll take 1 from the last 2, Load Runner and Pac-Man Anthology, and then we'll have a 3-game ending for the winner. That way we get a podium. We'll get first, second, and third. And you are right, Operation Shutdown. It is a tough choice for sure. There are a lot of good games this year. I rarely and I don't talk about it because I'm more of a positive guy. There are a few games, and it's rare that I like, it's not really for me. And there's other people that like, man, I love that game. We don't all like the same kind of games, and that's okay. But there are very few that I'm like, I play and I'm like, that's just not for me. I find some fun in pretty much every game I play. I definitely support them all. Even if, I mean, I don't hate any of them, but just say, oh man, this is the worst homebrew game ever, I still buy it. I mean, you all know that. I'm not going to sit there and play it, but I'll show it off just the same, give it some love, tell you where you can buy it. And I won't tell you that I hate it because, again, you know, I'm just a guy that wants to bring news, show it off. You guys make your own choice. I don't like to be negative about anything. I'm drama free. I just want to have some fun and show off Intellivision stuff and, you know, go on different people's channels as a guest when that comes up. I just love bringing Intellivision, keeping it alive, talking about it, going to these shows, talking to people. I talk about Intellivision the whole time when I'm at the shows, picking up games, even if there's not old Gen 2 stuff. You know, I was in the store, one of the local stores, Jared's store, Laughing Crow Collectibles, and 2 people I got to talk to about Intellivision stuff. One was he has an Intellivision bunch of games and wanted to know all this information, took my phone number, subbed to the channel. He's like, I'm so happy to find someone that can tell me all about Intellivision, which was really cool. Another guy I talked to about a little bit too, and it's just really cool whenever that happens. I really enjoy it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. 10 votes in, 70% Beauty and the Beast Pro 10, Time Pilot 20. I don't want to say my favorite. I love all 3 of these. I do have a favorite. I don't want to sway anything. I'll tell you guys at the end. I don't think anyone told me. What have you guys picked up this year? This is a year in review for Homebrew. We're going through all the games, showing them off. What are some of the games that you guys have picked up? We'll give it just another minute here, and we'll end this one, and then we'll go on to the next one. Then we'll get our winner, our podium. How many people are left in here? 18? Michael Hayes. Great year for wrong screen. Great year for homebrews, Benville says. Michael Hayes, good to see you. Making Pensate. Now, am I saying that? I forget. Someone was saying Pensate. I'm like, I don't think that's it. David says, I was thrilled for Heli to be back in stock last month to purchase. Can't wait to receive it. Just need the postal strike to end. I know exactly where you live now. Yeah, that one's a good game. I like it. I did buy the VIP edition. I have the regular edition. This is for the Atari 2600. This is the sequel to Hero, which is where Heli comes from. I'm looking forward to giving this a try. I got this from the Audacity guys. I don't know if you saw me open that. There is a lot of cool stuff in those VIP editions. Yeah, I think we talked about this. I'm pretty sure. I say Pinsate, but we all know what we're talking about. All right, let's check it out. Yep, we're going to go ahead and end this one. Looks like Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition going to take another win. I really like Ghostbusters. It is so well done, but I really like Time Pilot as well. I mean, I play a lot of Beauty and the Beast Pro. I really like that one too. That's a tough one. I think I would have picked Time Pilot. I'm a big shooters fan. I love shooters. Can't go wrong with any one of those 3 games, though. That's for sure. All right, so I'm going to move this over here. We've got Ghostbusters moving on to the finals. We've got 2 games in the next one. Oh, sorry, we picked 2. Almost screwed that up. So we've got Time Pilot. Time Pilot and Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition moving on to the finals. Let's go ahead and get up that poll for Load Runner. Pick your favorite. Should have just copied and pasted this. I'm going to pick Pac-Man Anthology and Load Runner. This should be interesting as well. The poll is up, guys. Should be up. We'll give it just a few minutes here. We'll chat a little bit, and then we will get the final 3 and find our winner for 2024. It's been fun going through these, looking at them all at once. I haven't done that before. I'm probably going to do that every year. The last show of the year, we'll be going through all the homebrew games. I think, like a lot of things, when you first do something, it was just an idea. You got to figure out if you like it or not. Check the views and see if people like the video. I think I'd like to have some people on, maybe a programmer, or a publisher, or maybe another collector, get like a panel of people, and we can all have a couple minutes to talk about each game as we pop it up, and we'll show off all the items like we did here and play the game for a short bit. But it's always a lot more fun for me whenever there's a panel. I'm talking about when I watch videos. You get the poll before I finish typing it? Oh boy, we only got 5 votes in. Load Runner, 80%. Pac-Man Anthology, 20. Let's see if we got 19 people in here, guys. Go ahead and click on that in the chat, the vote. Cast your vote. Definitely want to give it a little bit longer. I'm watching an old, when I'm in this screen for the studio, it's way back. I'm not sure what you mean. I get the poll before you finish typing it. "21 people. We're down to the final few. Make sure you find that vote or that poll in the chat. We are voting for Load Runner or Pac-Man Anthology to move on to the final round, where it's going to go up against Time Pilot and Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition for our top favorite game of 2024. What's up, Oni? Give people a few more minutes to vote here. There's about 20 people in. We've only got about 9 votes. It's about 2/3 for Load Runner, 1/3 Pac-Man Anthology. Pac-Man Anthology annihilated the competition. Or wait, is that no, it didn't. That's the one I shot to the next round. All right, guys, last few seconds here. Get your vote in. I'm going to close it. We'd have to almost double the votes. It must be because there's a delay in YouTube. There, it's always like that. There must be a decent delay. Now I see what you're saying. This is the first time I've done polls, so you're seeing a little different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the delay from the live version of the video, but the polls must be instant. I'll have to play around with the different settings. I know there's 3 options, and I thought I picked the one for the least amount of lag. Maybe I picked the one with the most lag, or maybe it automatically changed it. I don't know. I was trying to do no lag. All right, 4 minutes ago. Still got plenty of people in. If you want to vote, last second, here we go. I'm going to end it here in a few seconds. Get your vote in if you want. There's always video lag on the live streams, sometimes more than others. I'll check that setting. Usually it's not noticeable unless you're doing stuff like this. All right, here we go. Load Runner, knocking out Pac-Man Anthology. All right, so we're going to be down to the final 3. I need to figure out something too, because this is nothing but polls here at the end and chatting. I guess not too bad if you're chatting. Pick the winner. So we've got Time Pilot, Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, and Load Runner. All right. Final poll is up. Oops, what happened here? This one's interesting. A lot of votes right away. Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition out the gate. Was a tie with Load Runner. Now it's starting to gap out. Time Pilot getting a little bit of love there. Again, all 3 of these games are phenomenal. Can't go wrong with a lot of these games. Interesting to see. 10 votes. We'll give this one a little bit here. Go ahead and do my outro while we're waiting. Already told you guys, but if you weren't here, next week is going to be Horse Racing Live. We've got our own version of the game, courtesy of David Harley, which makes it really great for streaming. We've done a lot of different games of it. It's always fun to do. It's fun to hang out and watch. 6 people can play. We've had a good mix of people. We have some regulars. So definitely check that out next week. It'll be the first stream of the new year. Are you guys ready for 2025? I can't believe it. And it's the year I'm going to turn 50. It's like kind of not looking forward to that, but you know, it is what it is. My kids are going to be 10 and 13 this coming year, and I will be 50. I was 40 years old when my daughter was born, so it's always easy. I'm just 40 years older than she is. We've got some cool stuff planned. Oh, thank you, Oni. I appreciate that. Must be the camera. I'm starting to get wrinkles and bags under my eyes a little bit. In the last couple of years, I've aged a little bit. That's what's been rough. When I was young, I mean, not teased, but you know what I'm saying. Got teased because I could show you. I'd have to find it. My senior picture, I look like I'm in junior high. Camera adds 20 years. Takes away, maybe. Yes. What's going on, Carlos? 50 is the new 30. I don't feel old yet, but I am slowing down a little bit. Sometimes if I get on the floor, it's like that's when I notice it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I've always been counting the years. You know, I've watched Papa Pete. He's pretty much one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing here on YouTube, you know, with him and DJC and Jeff and, you know, a few other guys being on as a guest. And I was watching a huge Papa Pete fan from the very beginning. And that, I kept saying, oh, pretty close. And I haven't grown up yet. Just enough. Michael Hayes is 72. He's younger than I am, I think. Let's check on that poll. This is the final one. Oh, boy. We got 14 votes. Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, 57%. Load Runner, 29%. Time Pilot, 14%. We'll give it another minute here. I'll finish talking about what I was going to say. So we've got a few big trips this year for my family. One of them's pretty cool and gaming related. We are taking the 33-hour drive one way to Midwest Gaming Classic. That is in, Milwaukee, close by Chicago. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm taking the whole family again, like I did Sack Gamers Expo. PRGE is the only one I go to alone. I want to hang out with all the guys. It's a big group that goes. I don't want to have, not in a negative way, but I don't mean it like that. I don't want to have to deal with the family and what everyone else wants. And this is the one time at PRG that I go and it's just for me. But we are going to the Midwest Gaming Classic. There's a lot of cool stuff there. It is not just retro. It is all gens. And there's stuff like, pro wrestling. And I don't mean it's the minor leagues, but there's like wrestling matches, all kinds of fun stuff, anime, cards, games. I mean, I haven't been yet, but I did a lot of research and watch. I'm really looking forward to going. We are going to take our motorhome, so I'm not limited in what I can buy and bring back. We're also not limited of where we have to stop for the night. I plan on doing a little bit of sightseeing. It's going to be a 16-day trip for us. We're going to stop at a few sightseeing things. We're going to stop and visit a few family members along the way. Nebraska as being one. We are going to the 3 days of the show. And then we're going to go to either Six Flags over there, if it's open and good weather, or my buddy Sean told me about a big indoor water park with heated pools and such. I'm thinking that would be a better option. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. One of the reasons I'm working a lot right now, besides the obvious of I buy a lot of stuff, but I've got 3 months to save up several $1,000s for spending money. All right, let's check on it. It's nowhere near close. Yep. We got 15 votes. How many people we got in here? 21. So it cannot change even if the rest of them voted. Let's go ahead and end it. I can't even see the results in StreamYard chat. I wish the chat should be the chat. Where we got here? Whoa. I don't even see it. Do you guys see the poll? I don't know where it went. I did end poll, and I don't see it. Do you guys? That's really weird. Just in case. Ghostbusters wins. And Load Runner was in second. And Time Pilot takes third. There it is. Whoa, talk about a delay. All that time. The other ones were instant. Not sure what happened there. So we got Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, 53%. What a great game. That thing plays so well. It is well done, as is Load Runner and Time Pilot. There are several other games on that list that I would not have been surprised if they won as well. Kurt says, Columbia. Oop, can't click on the comments here. Columbia, Missouri is hosting a retro gaming exhibition in April. I'm planning on going 2.5 hours for me. What's a date on that? If we happen to be driving by and it's anywhere close, I might try that, but I don't think we could make that. We have to be in Milwaukee the 4th, 5th, and 6th for that show. And then after that, we have a day at the park, and then we have literally 3 to 4 days to get home. And it's probably 4 because 3 days, that's like 11 hours driving, maybe 12 or 13 in the motorhome. David says, we went to Midwest this year. The domes are great. Your kids would like those. Eat at the Milwaukee Public Market if possible. You won't regret it. Yeah, everyone's looking forward to it. Even my wife. Steven says, I vote for a Better Mousetrap. That is a good game as well. That is one from Michael Hayes. Michael has put out a lot of games. Retro Game Con Junior was announced for May. I'll reserve a table again. I look forward to that. Maybe we can have you on like we've had before. You can talk about it, show us some pictures, maybe a video, talk about everything for that show. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the final year of the show, guys. This is episode 50. I want to thank you guys for watching. It was fun to talk about all the homebrew games that came out this year, show them off. Finally learned how to do polls. I've been wanting to do that for a while. So basically what I have to do, so I am in OBS. That's how I can do the different layouts. Then I go through StreamYard with, the virtual camera. Then I have to open up to do a poll. I have to open up YouTube and go to their live portion and then click on the polls. So I have 3 screens for one live show and going back and forth between them all amongst the other things. I mean, I'll get used to it, but definitely cool to have polls, know how to use them now. I've been wanting to do that for quite a while. Yeah, the polls, now that I know how to do it, we can do some other cool stuff. Like whenever we just have a gameplay session, I can put up, what game do you guys want me to play next? And while I'm playing one of the games, you guys vote on the next one, and we can do stuff like that. I mean, there's other ideas I have too. I'm just glad to finally learn how to use it. So that's going to do it for episode 50. What a milestone, 50 shows. It's been fun. It's been a lot of work every week, but I really enjoy it. I love Intellivision. I love sharing everything with you guys. There's not a whole lot of Intellivision content creators. And I want to do a little, like I said earlier, I want to do a little more to maybe bring more of those content creators, kind of have like a super show. We'll see how that works out, how many people I can get to participate. I've already got a few interested. We'll have different segments, bring different people on, and try to have more of a regular type show with more guests on, all working on the show. I think that'll be fun if we can pull it off. Awesome stream. Thanks. Thank you for watching, Puzzler. Appreciate you being here. Operation Shutdown. Enjoyed the polls. Some tough choices. Yeah, I used to love the polls too. I love them. I've been waiting for them. I couldn't do them until fairly recently. Guitar Rob, great show. Casey, enjoyed it. Talk soon. Steven, Michael Hayes, play a stream something tonight. Great job, Casey. Happy New Year. Yes, guys, I won't see you till then. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has a fun, safe time. Yes, I still have to do that. I have to play Diner. I have to at least play one game. It's getting close to the end of the year. Happy New Year, Carlos. Appreciate you coming in. What's going on, Caleb? Happy New Year. Another guy that's going to be coming on fairly soon. We've had him on several times. He's due very shortly. Happy New Year, everyone. Next week, as I said, we're going to have a game of horse racing live. And then the week after that, we're going to have the Wheel Spin show. So see you guys next week. And if you haven't subbed already, consider subbing on your way out. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for coming in.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the knowledge, passion untamed. Intelliclub burning with the flame. YouTube's his stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console.